Good morning.
Welcome back to another edition of Roast Beef and Bagels. Well, we had like a month off.
We had a hiatus. I'll be honest with you, most of it was because of me. Some of it was the weather. Some of it was me. I was feeling, I went to the hospital a couple of times, nothing serious, thank God, knock on wood. Believe it or not, dude, a lot of people reached out from our fans or whatever. It was asking me if I was okay. I'm still going through it. There's a lot of things. I don't want to get too much involved, but it's nothing serious. It's here and sometimes in here, but we'll figure it out.
Beef was on the injured reserve. We put him on the IR for a month.
I can't even have a coffee or my mud water. So here we go.
He drinks something different. He has hot water with maple syrup.
Well, it was actually hot water with honey. He couldn't find the honey, so I took the maple syrup. The same shit to me.
I never heard of this in my life.
Can't have coffee. Can't have caffeine.
Can't have nothing right now. But so if you notice too, we haven't been having our morning breakfast.
Yeah.
So we decided we want to try to shed a few pounds.
We have an important function coming up in the summer.
Yeah. So we want to look our best.
So believe it or not, I mean, I think you're down what? How much are you down?
13.
And technically,
you're down a lot more than me, right?
I was 335. I mean, most I weighed was 351, but that was a while ago. I was 335. I'm down to 304.
304. That's like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I feel the difference now. Like my shirts fit better. It's great. I want to keep on. My goal weight's 275. I don't know if I'll make it, but that's my goal weight.
So, I mean, having for me anyway, the bagels, and it wasn't just on that one day. I had them pretty much every single day. But
I told him to go to roast beef, but he's a vegetarian. Won't do it.
I would have been better if I just ate roast beef. But I had no more bagels, really. I don't remember the last time I had a bagel, to be honest with you.
Actually, I had one yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had one.
I love bagels. It's hard because, I mean, everyone else around me still has bagels. But
so we got a lot of catching up to do, and I have a lot on my list. So
I'm not even going to say a word today.
We didn't really discuss what we were going to do, so we never do. We kind of do it on air. So I'm going to just say something from my list. You can comment if you think it's worth it. If not, we can just move on.
Okay. Because there's a lot.
Yeah, the first one's not even political. I just didn't know if you knew this. So we missed the Super Bowl, whatever. Like the Super Bowl was on. Do you know, dude, that the NFL is not classified as a sport?
What is it classified as? Sports
entertainment, like WWE.
Interesting.
And it says, when I looked it up, I mean, this is AI. I looked it up because somebody said it on TV. I was like, get the fuck out of here. So it says,
sports entertainment.
While it's a top tier athletic competition, I can't see too much.
You make it bigger?
Yeah. Oh, no, not on this. Can't.
Okay.
But it says that it's marketed for viewership and leverage the media, including halftime shows, marketing, and often allows for legal fixing of the game's outcomes.
No way.
Yeah. It's on AI, dude. Just look up. I looked up.
What,
is the NFL a sport or is it sports entertainment? And the AI.
So what about like basketball, baseball? Because they have music and stuff. No.
Yeah, but I didn't look it up because we were talking about the Super Bowl. So I mean, I'll look it up next week.
That would throw a whole monkey wrench in what everybody.
But it
believes.
Makes sense, dude. That's how the fucking people. Make money.
All right, so Seattle won. I can't see Seattle being the new brand of the NFL like the Chiefs were and like other teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The 49ers.
I was mad.
The Packers.
I was mad when I read that because that just throws a whole
little suspect.
Yeah.
I could add to this.
Okay.
I don't know if you have it down there.
Okay.
Boomer Esiason, did you hear the report?
No.
Check this out. Boomer Esiason, former NFL player. I think he was on the Cincinnati Bengals, the New York Jets. I don't know if he was in. I think it might have been the only two teams he was on. I don't even know. I didn't follow his career.
He was good when he was on the Bengals.
He was good when he was on the Jets. He reported that when you go to the Super Bowl and you win the Super Bowl, you get a bonus of $178,000
what's his name
per player.
Lost money.
But California, this is the wonderful state of California, has something called a jock tax. They have to be there a week prior for like the festivities and all this stuff. So you get $178,000, but you get taxed $250,000
Yeah.
for being in California. So you actually
negative.
lose money.
I seen it. I didn't see it from Boomer, but I did
Can
see
you
it.
imagine?
California.
So he was saying that the Super Bowl should no longer be. It's the only state that does it. It should no longer be held in California because of the revenue that the Super Bowl brings in.
Yeah.
There should be no. This is where I think, like, what I know you hate taxes. This is where I think tax should be abolished. If the NFL is bringing that, well, now entertainment show to your town,
that shit, dude, I can't believe it.
I would be like tax exempt them because the business that they're going to generate is going to be incredible for the week.
It's so crazy to me, dude.
I couldn't believe that. But that's all I got on that. Like Forrest Gump would say. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. So the next one, I'm jumping because I thought I had him in order, but I don't.
Doesn't matter.
So this is a quick hit. You know how Trump was talking about Greenland or whatever, and the Democrats are got it. So when Harry Truman was president, he offered Greenland $100 million right after World War II to like stabilize the nation and make sure we're more protected. And he was a Democrat. No one said shit. That's my point. You know, it's always about, for me, it's about the hypocrisy of the left.
I mean, listen, I don't know about, I mean, it's so weird to say this in our day and age that the U.S. is interested in expanding.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, from like a strategic standpoint, as they
smart move.
It's okay. You'll have a presence there, but then there's also the fear if the U.S. like, let's say the U.S. is legitimately. I mean, if they don't want to sell, they don't have to sell. However that works, I truly don't understand or know. But
from my understanding, the people in the country have to vote on it. Vote to see. But it has to be 70%.
My thing is this: let's say, right? Obviously, the word's out, right? It wasn't made a secret. But now, let's say you get a country like China or Russia that tries to invade Greenland and then take it over, right? So, I don't know what kind of defense Greenland has, but I'm sure they're also. Are they
we're the defense. Yeah. We have 4 bases there now. We have 4. I think we have like a naval base.
So they don't want to. They want to claim it like a state, like Alaska. How Alaska is that northern Canada, or do they want to make it a commonwealth like Puerto Rico?
So it would be up to the people that live there. It wouldn't really be up to our government. They'd have to vote either way. They could become a state, or they could become a. They have to vote.
Do you think they'll bring an NFL team then?
Oh, that'd be good. The Greenland Greats.
The Greenland Whales.
I love the Greenland Whales. I just burped.
I don't know about expanding the U.S., but whatever. I don't have an opinion on it.
All right, so here we go.
I want to go there, though.
Didn't you go? No, you went to Alaska. Iceland.
And Alaska. But I want to go to Greenland. But I guess if I go to Greenland, I wouldn't need a passport.
So this one, I'm going to start because he doesn't like Mandandi. I really don't like Mandandi. Should we leave it at the end? We'll leave the Mandandi to the end.
Leave it.
Because we're gonna fucking get crazy.
We're going to be here all day.
So there's a new Virginia governor. I forgot the woman's name. I'm sure you could put it right there.
Okay.
She just got into office, and the first thing she did was propose 50 new taxes on the 50 new taxes.
People are insane.
And they vote, and she was like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna make it more affordable," and boom, within minutes, dude, her acceptance speech, she was already talking about raising taxes in Virginia. One of the taxes, for some reason, I wrote this down. I don't know, but she wants to have a carbon tax and an Amazon tax because Amazon, is big. So every time they have a package, they want you to pay for it.
But we pay like a sales tax already. So what kind of tax?
They added it because it's a carbon tax plus an Amazon tax because they're flying over the, what do you call? I don't know, man. These fucking liberals, they find ways to tax the shit out of you, and people, and what? Oh, dude, it drives me crazy, man.
Might as well talk about Mandani.
You know what's funny? All right, let's go back into Mandani. I got a bunch of shit.
You hate him.
I fucking can't stand this guy. So the first thing,
2 months in,
I don't know if you've seen this. The new girl that he hired for the equity department, whatever.
Okay.
She said that she wanted to tax the white people to the white meat.
What?
Yeah. She says, I want to tax the white people to the white meat. It was on.
What does that even mean?
I guess until they can't tax us anymore. That's what I would assume.
Oh, she was being like nasty.
She's white.
She's being nasty and aggressive.
This is the one that owns the house. She was like,
yeah. She said, if you own a house, you're a white supremacist.
Yeah. Meanwhile, she owns a fucking $1 million house in Connecticut or whatever the fuck.
Tennessee or something like that.
Oh my God.
Wait, you want to tax white people
to the white meat.
I don't even know what to say.
I mean, think about this, dude. Name any other culture in that. She'd be fired. You're Chinese, black, Hispanic, fucking Indian.
You say I'm gonna tax the Asians to the Asian General Chow's chicken.
She's crazy, dude. Oh, and the woman in Virginia that I forgot because I didn't put them together. Not only is she put 50 new taxes in,
you just jump.
She's trying to push for a raise for I guess their local Senate, whatever their Congress is, like their local politicians, wants to raise their salaries 150%.
So they want to raise their salaries
150%
and then tax
the shit out of us to pay for it. Well, not us, but the Virginians.
The Virginian people now.
Oh my God.
To the white meat.
White meat.
That's gonna be our new thing. Roast beef and bagels.
So this is a good this is a good thing, dude. But I looked into it and it's really not. So Hochul, who I don't really particularly care for.
No, but she's out for votes now, so she's gonna say anything. She's gonna be flip flopping everywhere.
She's looking to reduce the car insurance for people in New York City, meaning the monthly premiums. So I read the thing, and it seems like what she's going to do is lower. I'm just saying, like, say you pay $5,000 a year and you cover $100,000 worth of damage.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to allow you individually to say, I don't need $100,000 worth of damage. I only need $25,000 worth of damage. Sure, it'll go down. Right now, there's a law that states that they make the policy.
Yeah, the insurance company does.
So I don't know how that's going to work out. People in the insurance industry in New York are fighting against it, obviously, because of money.
Government shouldn't be involved in what the private sector does.
No,
if the government wants to come up with a government insurance that people want to apply for, let the government open. I mean,
I agree.
But let them open their own business within the government.
I know.
If I own my own insurance company, I don't want the government telling me how to run my company. I'd actually be mad if I was an insurance company. No, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, like how are you telling me what's good for my company, or how to bankrupt my company, or whatever it may be? Back to Virginia.
I think the rates will go up, dude. If you think about this for a second, wait, let me think for a minute. If you have they do like 50 to 100, 100 to 150.
Right.
So if they tell you, oh, we want to chop down your minimums, so the rates go lower, you as an insurance company are going to raise the rates on the lower prices.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's going to be comparable. Meaning, if you can cut it from 100,000 to 50,000, I don't think they're cutting your insurance in half. I think they might take 10% off.
I can't see that.
I don't know how it's working. I read a bunch of shit on it.
Probably from a financial standpoint, they would charge the lower rate so high for like a few more dollars a month. They would say, oh, you'd have higher coverage for an extra $5 a month.
Right.
Because they're not going to want to lose money to companies.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know if that is going to work.
I'll do it. And back to Virginia. I must have someone in Virginia. So they just passed a law. This is the things that don't make sense.
So worse than New York, Virginia now.
It's starting to get there with this fucking crazy liberal bitch. She's trying to initiate a law. The law is HB 1442. That's going to prohibit ICE agents from being within 40 feet of the voter polls. Now, I want to ask you a question. If illegals are not voting, that law is not necessary.
Exactly.
So I don't know what people are talking about.
Got to stop with all this illegal stuff and ICE. Leave those people alone. Just trying to do a job.
They get me mad, dude. Some of the stuff, I'm looking over. It's not necessary.
You ain't gonna talk about it.
So I'm just saying they're talking about Tom Holman now, the liberals, but yet Obama gave him an award.
He gave him the award.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of hypocrisy stuff here. The other thing is, did you see the Trump RX, dude? The new low cost prescription coverage, Trump RX.
Is it in the SAVE Act?
No, he just it
didn't come out yet.
It's out now.
It passed.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it was a law. That's why I think it's an executive order. But it ends up, dude, you can get now insulin if you do not have coverage for like half the amount of money that it was.
Oh yeah.
Insulin's huge. You know what I'm saying? Like insulin's huge.
Is that for diabetics?
Yeah.
Isn't that like Ozempic?
Maybe. But what's his name? Who's the guy who owns the Mavericks?
Mark Cuban.
He came out and he hates Trump. He was so for it. He came out and did a whole speech on the Hill that Trump actually did something.
I don't know why he's another one. Stick with basketball. Why you're not?
He still owns it, right?
Yeah. He's not.
Is the team good? No.
Dallas, yeah. He makes them competitive.
Oh.
These people. They're none better, dude.
They're fucking crazy. These people.
You just you went from Virginia to all right.
That's fucking three. I had 3 things for Virginia. It's so funny, dude.
I will go back. If you
No,
gotta jump back.
no.
What's next?
Oh, so this one's just a statement. They said
it's like the beef show.
800,000 people, bro, fled from New York to Florida since the end of COVID. So what was that, 2021, which is only like, what, 4 or 5 years? They estimate that New York lost $4 billion a year in tax revenue. And
I believe it.
And that's crazy.
They're going to lose more if they keep raising the taxes.
Yeah, dude, they're going to fucking... So Mandani just passed... I shouldn't say that.
He didn't pass nothing.
No, he didn't pass nothing. Adams... Where is it?
Warned them, Adams.
Adams did not... Oh, yeah, it's a local law 145.
Wait, when I was in Mandani, New York?
So it's Mandani, but it wasn't him. So Adams didn't sign the bill. And then the city council override Adams' veto. So it's a law. The law states that every job, there's no restrictions, any type of job has to have at least 32 hours of paid time off. And if they don't do it, they're going to get fined $2,500 an employee. Now,
so what, you mean like minimum sick or vacation time?
Yeah. So it's 32 hours. Yeah.
That's not even a week.
Yeah.
It's 4 days, right?
The problem is that he's saying every job. So if I work a part-time job of, I'm just saying, 20 hours a week, that should
but you get 32 hours a year?
32 hours a year.
That's not bad.
But it's going to cost me and you.
How?
So when you're an owner, you have to include those times in that money in a budget.
Yeah.
That money's not there right now. You have to make that money. So everything has to go up in order to put that money in the budget.
Yeah. So if
you have a company of 100 people, dude.
And then when everyone starts, you're automatically paying them 32 hours,
right?
Each person before the business.
And the money's not there. You have to find the budget for it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I mind that, because think about it, dude. You accrue time. Like, I don't know about you. Like, the way I do it is each pay period, I get like 2 point something hours. I accrue it, right? So that's how it works.
So this is a flat. And you also work 40 hours. Actually, you work more than that, right?
Right.
So what's the minimum wage now? 17, right?
I don't even know.
So I'm just going to use 17. Okay. So it's 32. That's $540 a person. And if you have a company, I don't even do 100. You have a company of 50. That's $27,000 to $27,200 you have to come up with in your budget. Yeah. Now, you're going to take that out of your pocket? No. You have to, even if you raised, I'm just using hot dogs. Say the hot dog's $2. You have to raise that hot dog to $2.10. You have to make that deficit up. Now, you say 10 cents is not a big deal, and it's not. But 10 cents over every purchase in the city when you're making, it ends up being probably for the consumer, probably about $1,200, $1,300 a year.
I don't know. Like I said, I think if the time's accrued, it's fine. Because if you're going to come in and the first week you work, you know, they have math. The math will be, okay, you're going to get 32 hours a year. You're working 20 hours. For every 20 hours you work, we give you 1.1 hour, right? Yeah. So in that sense, you're not paying. So if I get a job and I work a week, I'm not getting 32 hours additional pay because I didn't accrue that time. So I don't think the company's going to lose that money. I would just get the time that was accrued.
Yeah, but you have to realize that your company, when you set, I'm just using.
Yeah, when you do a yearly budget.
When you do your yearly budget, is included already. That company already had that. It's set it up from the beginning. These are people like bodegas, bro.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be good?
They don't set that up.
Wouldn't that be good? Because then you would show your companies at a loss at the start. Because then you.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe. I mean I don't know taxes like that. Yeah, for them, yeah, maybe.
I don't know if that's a bad thing.
I don't know if it's bad. I don't think government should force you.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's a bad thing, to be honest with you.
People don't come to work now.
Well, if they don't go to work, you don't accrue your time.
Yeah, well, I read it, dude. I actually read the law.
See how roast beef and bagel sometimes don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to me, it's just another tax. You're forcing companies to give you some, and they rightfully should give you, but they should want to give it to you.
Yeah, I think less government. I don't think the government should intervene in what anybody does, like we just said with the insurances and stuff like that. I don't think they should be involved. I think that idea, though, of having something like that, you see how it works too. The government will hit you in the pocket if you don't comply to their thought
It's
or
fucking
idea.
crazy.
Now, if that passed, like I said, I
It got passed
don't
through
think
vote.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's a bad idea.
Nah.
I think because if you accrue time, which is the way it works, they have the math to say, okay, this beef works 20 hours a week. He's going to get so many hours per pay period. Roast beef, the bagel works 40 hours a week. He's going to get a different amount of hours per week. So we'll have a different number that we accrue to hit that 32. It's going to take you longer to hit 32 than it would me.
Right.
But then in the process, if you leave a company, you're supposed to get paid for time accrued. Well, it depends. You don't get paid for sick time. You get paid for vacation time.
You get half sick time with the city.
So if you get that money, you will accrue less than me. So you really won't lose the full 32 hours. But I think, as you're saying, when you prepare your budgets for the year, you do go in thinking you're not going to leave and I'm not going to leave within the year. So you say, okay, at the start, I have 50 employees at $540, let's say the minimum wage. So I have to pay $27,000 off the bat. I'm in the hole. But you're also in the hole with rent.
Every year, right? Every year, your taxes are going up, your rent's going up.
You start off in the negative, I think, in any business if you do it yearly, right? If you have no rollover from the year prior and you say, okay, what's going to be my budget? And you have to figure it out. These are the things you factor in as your negatives, but then your projections will be too what your profit margin will be. So I don't know.
Well, dude, do you know that the people, the government came up with the 40-hour work week and all this other stuff? You know, that wasn't government, right? You know who came up with that?
Who did?
Ford.
Oh, really? The car guy?
Henry Ford did that. He did it on his own, private industry. And then the government don't make it say, oh, this is what I fought for you. But Ford did it right. He was a mean guy, though. He was like a mobster. But he came up with things because people were unhappy. So he was like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So he gave sick time, 40-hour work week, overtime. That was all him. The government just decided to take his ideas and say they were his. They were theirs. I mean, it's all bullshit, bro. Government doesn't come up with anything. They just come up with fucking taxing the shit out of you.
He hates
I fucking hate taxes. And the voter ID thing's starting to get crazy, bro.
Is that the next topic?
Well, some of the stuff I've got to reread it. I got voter ID here, so
let's talk about it because I don't like what they're saying about voter ID.
It's racist what the Democrats are saying and sexist,
dude. It's racist because they think a certain group of people
can't get ID.
You need ID for everything. You go into a store to buy cigarettes.
They needed ID to get to the Grammys. That's what triggered me. So all these fucking people are talking about voter ID on the stage and all this other shit about ICE, but they needed ID to get in. And Billie Eilish.
How do you travel? How do you get on a plane? How do you purchase? If you buy alcohol, if you buy cigarettes, anything you do, you need ID.
So how come it's only racist
for voting? And it's only the liberals that are saying that. Dude, did you see the percentages? It's like 70-something% African American, 80% Hispanic.
They all want it.
All want voter ID.
And dude, there's like probably 30 or 40 countries that have voter ID.
And you know, my favorite things are these videos that these YouTubers and these other social media people make where they ask like different races or classes of people, or do you have ID? And every single one of them says they do.
Of course.
And then you ask these stupid white liberals, and then they're like, oh, they don't have access to the internet. They don't know where a DMV is.
What's the fucking racist
shit,
shit,
bro? Are you kidding me?
Racist. And if you read the act, dude, there's certain things in there. So they're going to make states obligated to pay. The people are not even going to pay. So for instance, if you need...
So to get a voter ID card, the state's going to have to issue it to you?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that because I think, to be honest with you, I think a lot of states like in New York are going to be crooked.
Well, check out this. I'm glad you said that. So the city council person in Wisconsin just pushed a bill to clear the voter rolls in Wisconsin. Dude, there are 4 million adults at voting age, 4 million people in Wisconsin. There are 7.2 million people registered to vote. So he's pushing a bill up, and it's going to pass. But he's pushing a bill. He goes, I took this on because of the voter ID laws and this and that. I wanted to see what was going on. How do we have 7.2 million people registered to vote? We only have 4 million adults in the state. So they're clearing the voter rolls. But somebody was responding saying they're probably just dead people that that never got taken off. But it doesn't matter. You
Doesn't
could use
matter.
that person's name if it's available. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to pass through. I hope it passes through.
You need ID for everything. I can't see something as important as a vote, because voting is important. People may not think so. Voting is important. Something as important as voting, anybody can just walk up to, God bless them, it's mostly old timers that got nothing to do for the day, sitting there. They flip through a book this thick. You could say
They get paid good for the day, dude.
My name is Joe Smith.
I think I might do it next time.
You give it a zip code in the street, so anybody could
sign.
Anybody could walk, look at a street corner and the zip code of where they're in, and walk in and say, "Yeah, I just moved here. My name is Joe Smith," or whatever. You don't have to show them anything. And
liberals are saying it's a poll tax, but it only becomes a poll tax if the people actually have to pay.
Oh, my favorite is, I still say, when they talk about, and everything, unfortunately, with liberals is race.
Horrible.
When they say whites, blacks, Asians, Hispanics, whatever, Indians, whatever, Middle Eastern, I don't know, whatever you want to call, the groups of people, they're saying that it's a racist to do that. And then when you go to like CNN, you'll see a black commentator say that it's taking away rights from black people or Hispanic people or Asian people or Middle Eastern people or whatever, because they don't have the rights, or the know-how,
right, to get an ID.
To get an ID. How can you say that?
That is the
insult people?
Most racist thing.
Like what Hochul said, I'll never forget about the computers. That the people in the Bronx, they don't know what a computer is.
That's how far out of touch they are, bro. And speaking about crazy shit, did you see AOC? I didn't even put it down.
Oh, with the German the conference.
Oh my God!
And they asked about if China.
This is the woman they want to push to be vice president of Harris. And I say, and I mean this, dude. Please have a Harris AOC.
Oh, is that the rumor again?
Yeah.
That's the latest ticket rumor.
Please do it. Please, even Newsom and her. Please, I don't care. That would be incredible. I would love it.
And then they showed Rubio Marco, little boy Marco.
Yeah.
He fucking blew him out of the water with his speech.
Did you see it?
I did.
Did you know
the whole thing in its entirety? Which one, AOC or Marco?
So Marco, I think he said something I didn't know, and I keep on this stuff. He was saying, "How is it possible?" You just use Cuba because he's from Cuba. How is it possible that you come to America, you say that you're here for asylum, you're being tortured in Cuba, right? We set you up, we give you money, all this shit, and then you go back and forth to Cuba and visit your family. He said it can't be that bad. If you went back, they'd kill you.
Yeah.
Right. So it can't. You're not coming here. So he's trying to change the rules, even for his own people. He's like, it's not right for you to come here, plead asylum, because the word asylum means that you're fleeing a horrible area and you can't go back.
You don't want to go back.
Once you're settled in and all the paperwork's done, you're traveling back and forth to the country 3 or 4 times a year to visit your family. Then that's not asylum. Asylum means you're not going back. So I like Rubio. I mean, I think he's a little soft at times. Like he doesn't speak aggressively, but I could see him being the VP for JD. I could see it.
He's a good speaker. He's become a better speaker than when he ran for president back in 2016.
He wasn't.
He wasn't as polished as he is now. But I mean, I saw the AOC thing where she completely fumbled the China attack in Taiwan.
She's a bartender, bro. What the fuck does she know
had
about?
No clue about foreign policy whatsoever. And then, you know what? I think, was it the Virginia governor on the panel with her? And they asked her a thing too. And then she said that AOC, and there was someone else there with her, it slips my mind. She said they're better equipped talking about foreign policy after AOC fumbled the whole thing about China invading Taiwan. Dude. It was horrible and painful to sit there listening to her go,
think you would do your homework, right?
It's embarrassing.
Would you think you would do the homework?
Absolutely. You got to be prepared for questions like this. That's why with Biden, they had the questions prearranged and threw him softballs because he was mentally unstable or declining, whatever you want to say.
Did you see Mitch McConnell?
He's in bad shape too.
Oh, dude. Did you see the video, whatever of him?
I don't want to say, but there should be age limits.
No, term limits.
Term
you
limits?
can't say age. You got to say term.
Oh,
so after 3 terms. Actually, Trump's pushing for term limits now. So he wants to have the
Trump
Senate.
Knows he can't be president again. He just laughs at them saying that he's going to win again in 2020.
So he wants Senate to have 3 terms and Congress to have 6 terms.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell's been, so's like guys like Schumer. They've been there forever.
But I felt bad because they asked him about the voter ID, he kind of was like, dude, he reminded me of Biden. He was like, and they asked him if he was going to run again, and he was like, he's fucked up, bro. I think
he fell
leave.
a few times like Biden. I mean, what is he? Is he 80 or up there?
Probably. Hold on. I mean, we could Google it.
You're gonna lose your notes.
I think I'm done with the notes. I think they're I put the things.
Your throat hurts because you got to drink honey.
Hold on.
You guys say
what's his name? Oh,
Mitch McConnell.
Mitch McConnell's age.
Let's see.
Mitch McConnell.
84,
Holy
dude.
Smoked 84.
God bless him. I mean, him, Nancy, all of them. Schumer, all of them got to go.
Nancy Pelosi's in her 80s too.
I think she's not rerunning now.
She's whack too.
Alcoholic, they say. She's alcoholic.
Nah, she's just another fumbling word nut job. I mean, it's comical to listen to these people talk at this point.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
And dude, I've been arguing with JNN all week on time. Dude, I know he tells me not to, but let me tell you something. All right. Dude, I don't know. Did you see the thing with Obama and the alien? Did you see that?
I don't look at his post, dude. You know what? I see one response, and it's you.
So no, not his post. So this week, I don't know what day, so don't quote me. But Obama was getting questioned about aliens or whatever, and he kind of said that there were aliens. I mean, I don't remember exactly what he said.
Like UFO aliens?
Yeah,
Martians,
right? Like Martians, whatever.
There's no other life.
So immediately, like 2 days later, they tell Trump, Mr. President Obama was talking about aliens. Do you know if there's aliens? And Trump's response was, because you never know what the fuck he's going to say, but he said, well, he shouldn't be giving up classified information. He shouldn't be doing that, right? He shouldn't be doing that. So people don't notice, but Trump and Obama get along. It's all bullshit. They get along.
They were talking at whose funeral was that?
Dude, they know since Obama was president, Trump and him have been friends, right?
I won't call it friends, but
acquaintances. They're cool, right? So Trump, even though people think he's an asshole, he came out and said, I think we should release the classified files about Area 51 and aliens. As soon as he did that, Obama came out and said, oh, let me just say, I didn't say that they were aliens. Like he was trying to correct what he said, right? Now, me personally, I don't believe they're aliens. Anyway, so
they would have shown themselves. Why would only the government know if there's aliens? The aliens only show themselves to the government.
That's it. They're liberals. They only want to be, but so JNN puts up something like, oh, Trump's going after Obama for classified information about aliens. I said, no, they asked him, and now he's trying to help him out by saying if he unclassifies it, technically Obama can't get in trouble. So I said, what are you talking about? Everybody doesn't see divide like you. Everybody doesn't see, dude, literally everything is race with this guy.
Why do you entertain him?
And I debated one of the people that come to his defense.
It's that girl.
Yeah, there's actually two, but yes, the one that you're talking about. So we debated for like 30 different ones. Finally, I go back and I like this. That means I won. She deleted all of hers.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I must have embarrassed her or whatever. But she was like, I thought it was a guy. To be honest with you, I think it's a guy, but it's not. I looked after the fact. So there's a picture of a guy and a girl and they're hugging. So I thought it was the dude. Then I said, I don't think this guy would be into it like this. And then I seen that. Then he was saying that JNN was saying it was a girl. So I was like, oh, but dude, I love when you debate somebody to the point. She kept on talking about, oh, illegal immigrants. You're a fucking immigrant too. You're fucking Italian. I said, legal immigrant. You guys are missing the fucking one word. You just change it in your fucking head, whatever. And I went back because I thought she was going to respond. I went back and all her posts were gone. So I said, I must have won the debate. I leave my shit there. I don't give a fuck. I'm not deleting nobody, nothing. I don't care. Fuck them.
Dude, why do you entertain that stuff, dude?
Because I think that
you're wasting your energy.
I feel bad for him, dude. He looks silly, dude. He looks silly.
He throws one punch and leaves. He never sticks around to talk about it. It's his talking points are a meme.
No, 100%. He wrote in one of the responses to me, he goes, I said, dude, you believe memes? He goes, I'm the king of memes. That's what he wrote. He knows. He knows. And I don't want to say the person's name, but someone that's very close to you I would debate. He's the one with the two daughters that we know. Starts with an M. Yeah. But he put up something yesterday. I was going back and forth with him too. And I don't even remember what it was. I mean, these people only see half.
Bother.
You don't bother. I can't help it, dude.
No, because they'll say something, and then if you have an opinion, you can't have an opinion against the liberal.
Oh, that's what it was. He put up the tariff thing, right? Let's clarify that. That's good because this is yesterday's. The Supreme Court voted against some of Trump's tariffs. Trump used a law from 1977. It was the Emergency Economics Act through executive order to give some of these countries tariffs. The Supreme Court said those tariffs that were under the 1977 bill are invalid. You can't do it that way. He still tariffed through other things for economic reasons, for sanctions. You could still do all that. JNN and this guy I'm talking about put up, oh, Trump lost, whatever. Supreme Court says that he can't tariff no more. Like, duh, it's illegal. So I wrote, why wasn't it illegal when Biden was putting tariffs on China and Russia?
Biden did put tariffs on a lot of people.
Andrew Jackson, dude, I think I told you this before. Andrew Jackson put tariffs so high when he was president, it got rid of the national debt. There was no national debt, and he was trying to get rid of a complete, well, at the time it wasn't, but Trump's trying to do it now. If we can get the tariffs to get rid of our national debt, he's going to get rid of income tax for the average person. This particular person, the second person I'm talking about, said to me, Andrew Jackson was a racist. I said, I don't even know what the fuck are you talking about. Like, how is Andrew Jackson? We're talking about tariffs and taxes, and the only thing that liberals ever see is race, because they're losing the debate.
Is racist, does the word racist have any more value?
No. I'll be honest with you, I think, unfortunately, for the real racists out there, it's lost value because they use it like I say, God bless you. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You're racist. I'm right. That's your defense. Oh, taxes are high, taxes are low. Racist.
Yeah.
It's fucking horrible.
I don't get it because and with the liberal, well, actually, you know what? I did get sucked into something online, and I told you about it.
Oh, I jumped on.
So somebody made a stupid post. Oh, Epstein files. They made a post about the Epstein files, and because we missed so many weeks, and it was how Bill Clinton was exposed big time.
Whoopi too.
Whoopi and
Joy
Behar.
And all of a sudden, just because you're on the list, that doesn't mean you did anything wrong. All of a sudden,
the View, forget
fucking
it.
View, piece of shit.
They're mentally unstable. But so this person at the time, it was Clinton. Because I'm going to take a quick step back. I want to do a little bagel rewind. Remember what I said. There's always the buzzwords and the new hot topic. We went from when no one says anything about the dictator being taken out of, I don't even know what country anymore.
No.
Right? No one says anything about it.
Honduras? I don't know.
Whatever it was. Now, the Somalian daycares that went
gone.
Because what they did was they deflected back to ICE and illegal immigration. Right? Now, illegal immigration is still very hot, right? Because there was the two, I'll say, unfortunate killings, right? People
of course.
So you don't want to see anyone lose a life. You shouldn't be interfering, number one. But there was two, unfortunate deaths because of their beliefs. They believe that hard.
There were 59 deaths under Obama. No one said a goddamn thing, by the way.
Well, but then the Epstein files released more documentation.
3 million fucking sheets.
And there was Bill Clinton. Right, and the Clintons, I think, agreed to speak.
They did
in Capitol Hill.
Did you see Hillary too say, "Oh, my husband was on the plane for
yes, it wasn't to go to the island." Yes, but so now
charity events.
This person online said something, and it was the Clintons, and then he's like, "If all whatever he said about you MAGA whatever people don't believe that Trump was on the paper," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." The hot topic is Bill Clinton, not Trump, and everything goes right back to Trump. So I did get suckered in a little bit to a debate on that, and because I kind of just said everything was like anytime someone gets exposed, it's but Trump, but Trump. So I basically did get suckered in because this guy had an opinion, and then as soon as I put my opinion, they were labeled me because I had an opinion. Let me tell you something. I think the greatest weapon against any liberal or anybody, forget liberal, you could be right, left, whatever, extreme, I don't care, is being a free thinker. If you have your own opinion, I don't care what you believe in, right? And you should never vote person or party. It should be policy. And if you have your own thought process on it, that's the most powerful weapon. Because like we were just saying, you have no fight against someone except to name call them something or try to label them something that's clearly not true. Because think about it. You're talking about taxes and tariffs, and all of a sudden the person just says out of left field, well, you're a racist. Your debate kind of stops because you pause and you're like, what does that have to do with
Never about policy, dude. It's
anything
never
we're
about
speaking
it.
about?
Never about
All of a sudden, I'm a racist because I believe that we should have higher tariffs so there's no income tax for you and me. Doesn't make any
it.
sense
Zero.
whatsoever.
I agree.
So you can't argue with these people because they're just going to say stuff. And like I said, these words, I don't think have any value, to be honest with you. Right? People, they want to fight for illegal immigrants. Okay. This is the deportation of illegal immigrants has been going on forever. Trump didn't invent this.
No.
As a matter of fact, Trump is not the highest deportation president. Combining his 2 terms together, still not the highest deportation president.
It would take him another 10 years to get to Obama's 3 million.
So this has been going on forever. But all these loudmouths that are fighting in the street, and I hate protests, and blocking traffic, and now following ICE agents. You know how dangerous that is?
Yeah, dude.
High-speed chases. You think you can pursue a law enforcement? You're out of your mind.
It's any law enforcement. It just happens to be ICE right now, but you can't do it to any law enforcement. You can't do it to a traffic cop. You can't do it.
You're out of your mind with some of these things that's going on. But this has been going on since the dawn of time. And that's why I also say social media ruins everything, right? Because it was never publicized the way it is. This has been going on forever. This is nothing new. Nothing new. Let these people do their job, regardless of what it is. Don't call them a racist because they're doing their job. If you get up every morning and you work in Starbucks and you make coffee, and what? If you don't put enough, if you put too much milk in it, you're a racist because the coffee's no longer black?
It's crazy.
Or if you didn't mix it right, it's no longer, caramel color or
it's crazy, dude. I agree.
It doesn't make any sense what you're doing. I think everything's losing value with any kind of argument. So
and you can't trust the media, dude. Did you see that? Did you see that one thing? It was 3. It looked like it was 3 officers. You couldn't really tell if they were ICE. I'll be honest with you. 3 officers. They were trying to arrest somebody. I want to say Minnesota. And they slammed the guy on the floor. A dog came by to attack him, and they kicked the dog. He just fucking bolted him. Boom. And they said, "Oh, look what ICE is doing to the dogs." Now ends up it was local police that had a warrant to lock this guy up from the night before because he had a bar fight. So you didn't find that out until days later. But they never repeal and say, "Oh, by the way, the other day we reported," and that was not all the facts.
They'll never do
that. They never go
news.
Back, dude. They never go back and switch it. It's crazy. It's almost and
the news has no credibility either.
No, that's really, to me, that's the problem. You can't trust any of it, including right wing. You can't trust none of
it.
The
news is supposed to report on facts, and they don't do that. They don't do that. Yes,
they're all activists, just like teachers, bro. They're all activists.
When a news station or news reporters, when they become activists, you have now zero credibility because you are one-sided, and it's only what your beliefs or what are determined ideologies are.
But that's why I don't like Tucker. People we have a friend that likes Tucker a lot.
Tucker, you don't like Tucker?
I don't like Tucker because he's that guy from the right, like Don Lemon. It doesn't matter. The right's always right, and that's not true, dude.
Do you see the stuff? I mean, we missed so much stuff. Do you see all the stuff that came out about Lemon? How he orchestrated that whole thing in the church? People are coming forward, turning themselves in from what happened over there, and they're saying he was there prior, orchestrating this, and what was going to be done.
Well, did you see the Elon Omar thing with the guy who threw something out? That was orchestrated too.
Oh, they're saying that was fake too.
Oh my god! And dude, they finally found out. Newsmax reported it. She did marry her brother. It's been going on for a long time, but they found the paperwork. She did. It's public knowledge.
So, but then is there a statute of limitation on that?
So technically you can marry your brother. There's nothing wrong with it. No, what I'm saying to you, by law, you can marry your brother. There's no law that says you can. Of course you can marry your brother.
That's incest.
It is, but I don't think it's against the law.
We gotta look it up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to put. I don't think it's against the law, bro. Technically, you want to hear something crazy? I think in a lot of the southern states, still, you can marry someone who's 14 or 16 years old with consent of the parent.
That's nuts.
It's still. I mean, the law's never changed. No one does it, right? Dude, when did Elvis Presley get married? She married Priscilla. He met Priscilla at 14 and married her at 16 because the parents said it was okay.
He's the king.
That was Tennessee. I think it was. Yeah, Memphis, right?
That's
yeah,
where he was
Tennessee.
from.
Yeah. So they haven't changed those laws, bro.
That's nuts.
They haven't changed it. Dude.
I wouldn't do that.
And California just voted down a law to make child sex trafficking and sexual abuse a felony. They just voted it down. They didn't vote for it.
We looked that one up.
Was it real?
No,
it wasn't.
It's a law.
It is a law.
No,
I'm not saying you'll get locked up. I'm just saying it's not a felony.
No, it's a felony. That's like at years behind it. Yeah, no. Oh, dude, we got to real quick before we go. We got to bring up some recent stuff. Was Mandami in New York and how he said the 2 lanes of now this guy's in office 2 months. Every single thing he promised
done.
The first thing was the free transportation. It went up 4 days after he was in office. So it went from free to an increase. So all buses went up. MTA, the express buses,
and the congestion pricing.
The congestion pricing, all bridges, tolls, anything travel related went up. Okay. Then he said he was going to do rent freezes, right? All this stuff. Oh, the government grocery stores. I mean, I understand stuff takes a while to happen, but that's not happening.
So did you see that they said that the first government grocery store opened up last week? Did you see that?
No.
So, dude, so they had this thing. So no, yeah, I'll tell you why it's not. So grocery stores are open up 7 days a week. This was a pantry that was open up for a 1-day event. So they're using the word grocery store to prove his point that he did it, but it's only 1 day. And guess what they did, dude?
Where?
They did it in one of the richest areas in Manhattan, the fucking West Village.
So wait, what was it?
So it was a pop-up grocery store, and people lined up for free food. It was free food.
But they do that all the time.
It's a pantry, though.
They do it in Ozone Park on 101.
It's not a grocery store, but the news media said Mandani got his first free grocery store. So I'm thinking in my head, oh, this is going to be open. It was 1 day event. That's a pantry. They're trying to change what a pantry is to a grocery store now to prove a fucking point.
My mother used to get vouchers from the Senior Citizen Center, and they used to line up in like the Capitol.
My mother still does. She just got free cheese. Remember the bricks of cheese? But it's not big no more, dude. They went from 5 pounds to 2 pounds.
That's all right.
It's like this big.
Still free.
Well, it's not free. We pay for it. But the people who need it again.
Nah, this Mandami guy's a nut job.
He's crazy, bro.
Now, and he said about the taxes, he's going to either go after the rich, and people don't understand. You do that, they're going to leave.
There are 800,000 left already.
Middle America's wide open for these businesses to go.
No taxes.
Middle America will welcome with open arms because they need jobs out there, right? Those people are working in like
stock exchange is going now. He didn't believe me. I said it on. I told you on Roast Beef and Bagels probably about 10 episodes ago it was going to happen. So he didn't believe me.
They have the NYSE. Now they have the TXSE.
And major corporations are moving because of tax benefits that they're going to give them.
So this is dangerous. So he said he's going to continue to tax the rich. Then he said he's going to increase all property tax by
9 point something percent.
Almost 10%. Right?
You know what that's going to do to us, dude?
So he said he was going to have rent freezes. You raise property taxes 9%. Every homeowner or building owner and landlord is not going to pay 10%. The renters are going to pay 10%.
Yep, it gets passed on to the consumer.
It's going to get passed on to the consumer. So rent freezes out the window. This guy, I don't know if you saw there was a big thing in Cambria Heights. So I watched it the other day. Now, Cambria Heights, the guys, it's a predominantly African-American community.
They went nuts. And those guys are homeowners. They're not in the...
No, there's homes over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not like, saying in the projects. No, they're homeowners.
There's homeowners over there.
They're like, yo, fuck that.
They said they said,
I love it.
We voted for you.
Yeah.
Leave our taxes alone.
Dude, they don't get it.
So for every 1,000 you spend is an
$10.
extra. No, it's $100.
No. It's $10. No.
Every 100 is $10. Do that.
You're right, bro. I mean, it's too early in the fucking morning.
It's 10 100s that make 1,000.
So you're saying for every 10,000, right? Times it by 10%.
No, that's
$1,000. You're right. Oh my gosh.
So every 1,000 you spend is going to be an extra 100 now on your property taxes. Can you imagine?
And dude, some people pay still. I mean, they're paying $15,000-$20,000 in taxes.
Oh, the taxes in the 5 boroughs is just as expensive as Long Island. Used to be, don't go to Long Island.
Meanwhile, in Florida, they just voted to get rid of all property taxes once the mortgage is paid.
You know, I don't understand either. I was having a conversation with someone. New York is one of the highest tax states in the U.S., and every 5 feet you drive, there's a goddamn pothole. But if you go to Jersey, which is a heavily taxed state, you go hit the Garden State, any one of these is smooth. At least you see their tax dollars working. New York, you don't see crap. And you got these politicians looking to hit you over the head more. Now, listen, he hates taxes,
I hate taxes.
but I just doesn't know. I don't mind a working fair tax system, but when it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. You're going to keep taxing the working class when you made all these promises that you were going to get rid of this freezing on rents. You can't freeze a rent and increase property tax without someone paying for that. Who do you think is going to pay for that? This is why socialism and all this stuff does not work.
My thing is this. His family is worth $60 million.
Oh, they're not going to pay taxes.
No, I'm saying he's a socialist, right? So his socialist beliefs is we share. We have a shared system. So that gap budget that he's got a problem with is like 1.7. Just give it to the family, take it from the family and pay it off, right? You believe in sharing your wealth. Share your fucking wealth. But the Democrat, dude, in New York, they vote Democrat. They don't even know why.
Just like his rich family wouldn't take an illegal immigrant.
Nah.
They'll say, "Oh, let the illegal, we welcome you and everything." You take them in.
And prediction.
Sponsor them.
Hochul's saying she's not raising taxes, but it's only because it's
voting
time.
She's gonna raise taxes.
Once she's in 6 months after she gets reelected, if she gets reelected, she's raising taxes.
Might be less. Look at this guy's in 2 months, and his whole entire platform is completely reversed.
And you know what he's spending the money on, right? It's not even like he's closing the budget gap with it. I have a list. Hold on. I got it. So you guys don't know, but we're on TikTok too. I'm in charge of TikTok. He won't do it because hold on. I put the list up. So this is I'm sorry. I don't know how to work
music.
So Mondani is going to take the money that he taxes us with. He's putting $5.6 million to the Office of Racial Equity, $4.6 million for the Commission of Racial Equity, $835,000 to the Commission of Gender Equity, $260,000 to the Department of Education's Chief Diversity Officer. That's just a made-up title, by the way. That's never been there before. I could just name you and give you fucking that for money. He's going to take $301,000 for 3 civilian chiefs of the FDNY for diversity inclusion officers, and $118,000 FDNY Chief Diversity Inclusion Officer. So, I mean, what are we doing here?
Wasting money.
You're just throwing money to people that took care of you while you were campaigning. These people are not FDNY. If that's what you heard, 3 civilians. That means you can hire anybody. There's only going to be 1 equity officer who works with the fire department, and he's getting less money than the 3 civilians that he's appointing. What's going on here? And you tell somebody that, you know what their answer is? Because if they're liberal, oh, you don't like it because you're racist.
You're racist.
It's crazy, dude. It's not racist. It's facts. They're taking your fucking money.
Report on facts. Speak about facts. People are afraid. Be a free thinker. We say it all the time.
No one, dude. I debate people online all the time.
Don't do it.
And none of them. I'm literally talking policy constantly. Jay and I said, what's wrong with giving no tax on tips? What's wrong with no tax on Social Security?
It doesn't work though.
You know what he says to me? He goes, "Oh, you're just Trump's boy. You defend him." I said, "I'm asking you about a policy. Just answer why is it wrong to give no tax on tips? How is that racist? How is that racist to give the middle class an amount of money back
to have some extra money?"
No one answers it, bro.
Well, pass. So this year's tax structure is going to be a little different.
I think we should be good. We should be good.
A little different with overtime.
Maybe me. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll show you. Listen, here at Roast Beef and Bagels, we tell you, listen to facts and be a free thinker. Stop being a bobblehead. Don't be a sheep and follow the herd. Because what happens is the herd gets led to slaughter. Yeah. Be smart. Be the one black sheep that says, wait a second here. Something doesn't seem right. Everyone's lining up to go into that slaughterhouse and not coming out on the other side.
Right.
So think about something before, you can have an opinion on something. We're not saying not to have an opinion, but think about it.
Base your opinion on facts,
look
not
at
emotions.
Facts. Look, does it make sense, right? Does it make sense? You want to scream and cry for illegal immigrants to be here so they can have a better life? That's okay. How is that going to work? Who's going to pay for that? Are you going to be the one to step up and say, I'm going to take 5 of them in and I'm going to financially
Don't talk
about
it, be about it. That's what we say.
You got to be smart about these things. You make it stink, you scream and yell. They forced it now on these high school kids. The high school kids thinking they get a day off. I don't know if you saw it. These high school kids are having a
Green Acres Mall.
Oh, they threatened the other day about the Green Acres Mall. But no, these high school kids are doing a walkout. One principal finally said, if you walk out, you are suspended.
I like it. Wasn't in New York, though.
No, it wasn't in New York. first principle, and I hope that steamrolls into a whole bunch of other principles. Now what?
Technically, they're cutting class.
You're cutting class because it's not a day off. No one says that. Oh, it's whatever. It's a free day for you to cut and protest. There's no such thing. That doesn't exist.
Nah.
So be smart. What you're doing.
We should come up with a new logo. Sometimes change it a little bit. Put free thinker somewhere on it. Did you see my new hat, by the way?
I like the new hat.
You don't wear hats, but this is a nice hat.
I want to mess up my hat. So. Well, listen, we thank you for tuning in. We will definitely try to be more consistent with our shows.
Yeah, it's my fault, guys. Sorry.
And we look forward to seeing you soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.
See if the button
This stuff works.